I will turn my volume up almost all the way, and I will turn y'all's volume up right about there. Oh, dang it. I did it again. I gotta change. All right. Welcome, everybody, to episode 14 of Rise of the Runelords. Yes, I always say, I don't know what that is. I did it good this fun time. All right, it's episode 14 of Rise of the Runelords. You just saw me change it. So, there we go. I know, I had one job. All right.
GM and YouTuber, you have like 20 jobs.
All right. But welcome back to our Rise of the Runelords game. As usual, we are going to do our announcements. Always less than 5 minutes. You can time me. Here we go. The Planar Crossroads, and this particular game anyway, is an adult podcast that sometimes features an adult or two that use adult language. You have been warned.
There are no adults here. Only very large, hairy children.
Very large, hairy children that use adult language. You have been warned.
Dwarves, you might say.
Bum bum.
Male Lashunta.
All right. Also, for only man babies. Also, Patreon is going on for both the Planar Crossroads and Black Dragon Gaming. And I always forget to plug the social medias that we have too. So Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that. But Black Dragon Gaming has their Patreon going. So you can go over there for that one. Or if you want to support the Planar Crossroads, you can support us on Patreon or on Subscribestar, either one. We're going to be doing some giveaways, and one of those giveaways is going to happen at 500, and I was informed that we are at 490 as of today, which may be up or down considering on when this releases. Probably up. But
one hopes.
We will also be giving away not just something on our 500. Actually, we'll be giving away two things, probably. We'll be giving away 2 physical items, and then we will also be giving away, most likely, a one-shot. So, yes, man-baby memes in the thing. You're making me go long on my announcements. Quit the memes. We're going to have to instate a rule, no memes during announcements. And then you guys will post a bunch of memes during my announcement, so it won't do any good.
Combo breaker!
So, that's that. Do get us up to 500 because that means a lot on YouTube standards. So, if you're up for that, go ahead. Our monthly giveaway is going to be at the end of April. We're going to give away something. We give away something each month at the end of the month to our subscribe stars and our Patreons, supporters. And that's going to be this month of April, a 5e splat book of Rick and Morty. So, if you like Rick and Morty, you like 5e, or if you just like Rick and Morty but want to convert it over to Pathfinder or something like that, you can do that. And I believe that's all of the announcements, for me anyway. Anything from you, Tommy?
Beat you to it.
No. Oh! All right. So, let's get in this one. Probably, hopefully, decisions will be made on what's going to happen to our members of this party. But first, we must go to church, because that is where Skoros was headed, and it's his turn to go.
Nice.
So, what you doing? Okay, Skoros, it's your turn, dude.
Okay, sweet. So, to church. I don't necessarily have anything I want to say or do or anything like that, so much as what is funny.
Nothing. So, it was me.
That was church, huh?
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Good times.
Good times, church. So, did you want to do anything,
I
or
don't
did you want
necessarily
to?
want to for the interest of getting stuff done. I don't want to role play it out. That's just unless something happens there. So much as just that is where Skoros is going, given that if it's 4 o'clock and it's February, it's getting dark at 6. So go and attend the church service. If things happen there, they happen there, and then we'll reconnoiter with the squad after.
Okay. I can live with that. So, you go into church, and the Desnan ceremony is a little different when there's no... Usually they try to have swallowtails occasionally, or other butterflies available for her types of service. Obviously, you're not going to have that during the wintertime. So they make do, sometimes with prayers or things like that. And Xanthus leads in prayers and services and such. Your familiar comes in with you, as she is a special creature, according to that. She is, I believe, blessed by Desna, if I'm remembering your deity right. Yeah.
You get it. She is, in fact, an auspice.
So, as the service is going on, and you're focusing in on that, occasionally people will go up to the central portion of the cathedral here, where the stones are, which is usually where Xanthus stands as he's worshipping and praising Desna, since that is open to the sky. And some of the stars have just started to try and peek out through the twilight of this early twilight in February. You find yourself up there. I mean, you were sitting in the pew, but you just feel yourself get up and move up there. And the auspice is still on your shoulder. Mattia there, and you kind of, when you get up there, you look at her, and she looks up, and as Xanthus is doing his blessing, you see, as you track her eyes upward, stars there, very, very earliest of stars, and the light glows and dims, and in your mind there's a road, and you're all on it. You and Willton are on it, and you're on this wagon, and you're in Kellery's wagon. Okay, that's Kellery's wagon. And then you close your eyes again, and you're back here in this moment where you expect to be, and you look at Xanthus, and he's making his way down the worshippers who have come up for blessing, and he hasn't made it to you yet, and your eyes get drawn back up, and you find yourself looking up, and again you see mountains. You don't again see mountain, you see mountains. And you're still in the cart, and you look out, and you see Zhao on the top, with your auspice sitting on the top of the wagon, and beside you is sitting Egor, and you look out on there, and you know that you hear steps. The word steps. You hear the word Stovall. And then you blink, and your eyes are open, and Xanthus has his thumb and on your forehead, giving the anointing oil of blessing from Desna in the shape of a star and a butterfly. And your church service is finished now after the blessings from Desna.
Okay. To remind Tommy, I haven't heard. I don't remember his name. He's very dead and was a stone giant. He said Stormwall Plateau a lot, but I didn't hear it. Right, it never came up while I was in the room.
It was all in giant. So no, this is new information for you. This information about steps and Storval, and it's one of those use of the words where you're pretty sure they don't mean like just stepping on steps you find in a house. They mean like steps Stairs.
Knowledge local get me anything?
Yeah, I mean, technically it's still Varicia. It might get you something if you roll real well.
That's what we do. Oh, I did roll an 18, and that is in fact real well. Okie dokie, I always forget she can do this. I'm used to the Tengu doing it, but as a full round action, an Auspice can guidance me at will. So I will have a grand total of, as I go to think, and she, and the starlight shines on me. Like I'm a singer in like an 80s pop metal band.
you're full like Gem, or whatever that one animated pop star was.
Yeah, I all told.
All right, you don't know pop references. Okay, 30.
No, I don't. You got me.
All right, that is definitely enough to know that there is an actual place called the Storval Steps, and that's probably the good idea to start.
Okay, noted. I will thank Xantus as he's pushing his thumb into me. I'll just nod, smile, thank him. I think I will be away for a while. I think I will be taking my companion. Keep them safe, will you? The townfolk, I mean.
Huh. Well, I always try to.
We can ask no less. And I'll start heading back. If a lot of time has passed, I'll head back for the dragon. If not a lot of time has passed, I'll head back to the old light.
Okie dokie. As far as from when you left, a little time has passed for that. It's starting to get nighttime, but you do remember that everybody was planning. People were planning to direct everybody to the old light. So, Skoros.
To the old light, it is that.
Yeah, Skoros would probably head back that way. So,
Gotcha.
You head back to the old light, and by the time you get back, you kind of climb down there again and have to do the whole thing over. And you are coming in at about the end of Boldrago's exploration via stone movement. What was that? Earthglide.
Earthglide.
Yeah. So via Earthglide, all of his little explorations. And you kind of make it back in there, and Runemane is just furiously writing in his thing, in his sketchbook. It's like this. So.
Okay.
The whole party is in one place for once.
Yeah. After like the first 5 minutes you were gone, Egor started to get a little nervous, and then after the first 10 minutes, he just started digging with his hands. So that's what he's been doing.
What about Kellery?
Yeah, I thought I was still asleep.
Oh, that's right. Man, almost everybody.
Well, Kellery has done like nothing with us in 13 sessions, so it probably feels like no offense. I'm horrible.
Oh yeah, it was a burn.
Yeah,
man,
that totally
ouch.
did not sound like you were just shooting him down.
Oh yeah. I don't need your potions or your crafting. Nah, I got lefty and righty flexes.
Flex is in the
I realized I was
in the 12 pounds of gear that was made by him. Flex is with like all of this stuff with like made by Kellery like marked into it.
Hey, I remember who was drinking the extracts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's got that mental connection there. He knows who touched the bottles. All right.
Indeed. So I guess as Runemane is doing a scribble and Egor has become dog, I'll just like go like to like within like a quick sidebar to Willton. Desna wishes us to travel to the Storval Steps. You know this place?
The what?
Never heard of it.
I sort of kind of meta asked because I Tommy know the Storval Plateau is like right on top of the Holdebelsen, and Wilton's a half orc.
Oh, presume much? Wow.
As a 30 knowledge local, I'm past presumption. Wow. Also.
No, I meant
Thinking
about
that all
a half-orc.
half-orcs knows what
Yeah.
it is sounds kind of racist.
I mean, but I also know that that's where his dad's from, right? Because we go back and forth.
Oh, so every half-orc shaman's from the Hold of Belkzen? Oh, I see how it is.
I'm pretty sure that's straight up in his backstory.
Oh, and next you'll be telling me his green skin is not just a really weird tan.
If you tan green, it is in fact really weird. I don't care what race you are.
If you're half-orc, you're supposed to tan green.
No, you would tan.
Okay, I got up for like a second to see if maybe getting some water would help with the hiccuping, and I just come back to the half-orc. Tan, son of a...
Why would they start green and become greener?
Yeah, they'd be
I
like
don't
a
know.
mottled brown
Because-
color, right?
I don't know what I came back to.
They do get greener. That's how it works. That's how tans
They
work.
They could turn blue.
No,
I don't think
no.
any of us understand colors.
When black people tan, they get darker. They legit get darker. It is only appropriate to presume that if a green individual would tan, they would get greener. Not brighter green,
Does that
deeper
mean
green.
orc melanin is green?
Supposedly.
Part plant.
Part
They
plant.
are in, as Alex would know, they are definitely fungus in.
Yeah, they're part beast, part fungus.
So when I go outside and I turn bright red, exactly how do you explain that?
Irish.
Hey! I feel personally attacked.
No, you don't. You're Scottish.
I'm both.
No,
Scots
he's
Irish.
Canadian.
Jesus.
He's attacked by no one, and he'll apologize for it anyway. He knows as well. So, as I go to Willton, now that Willton is back at his battle station, Desna bids us go to the Dorval Step. Do you know this place?
I have no clue.
Damn it.
I lived in the southern bits of Farisia before I met you, and then you wanted to go even further south.
Mm. See, it's all your fault he doesn't know about the Storval steps.
I guess so.
It isn't the stuff he learned about when he was, dealing with his parents and stuff. He was learning about orc spirits and shamanism and stuff.
Oh, yes, and now that you're back, I meta ask because the Storval Plateau is like right on top of the Holdabout.
Yeah, so that's where that whole racial conversation came in, is because Tommy assumed that your dad was from Belkzen, or right around there.
I vaguely glanced at that.
My as you would know if you had told Willton that he would have said his grandmother was from Belkzen. His father was born in Farisia, as far as you can tell. And he's not exactly certain where his father is right now, because his father's as much of a wanderer as any other fantasy gypsy kind of spiritualist person can be. But if you think my father would know something about the matter, we can always search him out.
No, that would take too long.
I mean, he did promise me the last time. Gods above! He did promise me the last time that the next time I needed him, that it'd be a bit easier to find him. Something about your... I don't know. I look over to... I'll glance over in, like, Boldrago's direction. Something about the spirit so restless, just something like that. I think he kind of knew some of this stuff with the giants was going on before it... Well, we handled it. But you know how he is. He barely talks to me, and I'm his own flesh and blood.
Indeed.
I mean, it took me fucking 15 years to find him before he'd even accept me as his son. Ugh. Rolls my eyes. Parental
How far that
issues.
is from where we are now.
Do what?
Do I? Yeah, I think my internet might have pooped. Do I know how far the Storval steps are from Sandpoint?
No, because the 30 was, you know, that they're over by the Storval Plateau. That makes a lot of sense to you.
Okay.
But a 30 local doesn't really let you know where they would be geographically.
That makes sense. Okay.
But there's a really knowledgeable dude, you know, he's just sleeping.
He's busy. He's sleeping. the scribbling. Let them do their thing. He's doing the nap and the scribble. He's making the crayon painting.
As we're saying that, I'll just look over to Mahogany. What's your character's name again? Still getting that down.
His name is crayon painting.
I
Brasut.
am Brasut,
Brasut. I'll
Runelords.
just look over to Brasut and say, Oi, Brasut. We got a question over here. Apparently, Skoros has had a bit of a vision. And,
Oh.
knowing him, he doesn't joke around when it comes to visions.
Dersenal works in mysterious ways. Do you know where the Storval steps are?
Well, that sounds like something to make a roll about.
And worth noting, every time Willton is hiccuping, Skoros is going to just clap him on the back.
Hiccup.
Did you say you got really quiet towards the end there and I couldn't catch you?
Damn it. I said, good. It's good that you didn't catch it, because it involves you directly. Every time Willton starts hiccuping, every time a hiccup comes through, Skoros is going to just clap him on the back.
As you
Okay.
do that, like, for the third time, Skoros just kind of looks over to you.
I look at myself. Oh, mirror of opposition. Run for your life.
Son of a biscuit eater, I hate these hiccups so
Hey.
badly.
Ooh, yeah.
I
You
said
know-
biscuit eater.
+9 and... No, I rolled a nat 20.
Okay, yeah,
Ron
see,
and I
that makes
both
a
don't
bit
have
more.
roll 20 open right now, so we don't know.
So-
I don't know, I just thought everybody got upset with me saying something. I was like, but I said biscuit eater.
Anyway.
Like eating biscuits at the end of Planar Crossroads. We prefer
I didn't!
sandwiches.
All right. So the
Okay.
29 is excellent, and we'll let you know. Yeah, this is geography, right?
It's whatever knowledge you want.
Oh, they're all the
Wizards.
same.
They're
right.
all +9.
So
Wizards, everyone.
geographically, and you kind of say it this way too. Well, geographically, the Storval Plateau is actually, and as he starts to talk, strange enough, you guys get a kind of map in your head,
Hey.
and there you go. You guys are seeing it. So he kind of he says, well, geographically, the Storval Plateau is directly east of Ravenmoor and north of Hook Mountain, where the Storval Stairs are located, specifically.
And probably says all of that without ever looking up from his scribbling, copying rune.
Oh yeah, you guys are not important enough to look at right now.
Yeah, no.
Which means you guys are way down here.
Uh-huh. Whew.
And Storval's stairs are right there.
That's a bit of a trip.
It is.
Oh, let's see.
No, I can't move the token.
Okay.
Mwahaha. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Advance. Oh, it's because it's not a token. It's a thing. How do I give... Oh, there it is. But yes, that's where you guys are. You guys kind of seeing the map now?
For it is here.
Is what?
The Storval stairs are there.
Oh. I
There
can't
it is.
see it.
You guys are there. Yeah, basically north and east is the
Okay.
Storval stairs. And it's a long
Okay.
way. We're talking going past Viper Wall, Wolfseer, Galduria. There's lots of places you could go to try and get there faster.
Makes sense. I suppose my next question would be, I wonder if perhaps Runemane hasn't been somewhere closer that we can teleport there.
Well, teleporting would be interesting thing because of how many people I can take at a time.
Yeah. But if it takes us a couple days to, like, leapfrog people back and forth, we might still save time in the long run.
You're not gonna get the wagon, though.
I
Yeah.
don't think that's necessarily, like, anything why would we want to take the wagon?
So
I think
crafting
someone is
should be-
attached to it.
Okay, we'll talk to Kellery and it'll be fine. We'll explain to him. He has to get a parking permit. He has to park his car for a little while because we're gonna take a 747. That will take a couple days, but it's a really weird plane.
Well, it's up to you guys. You can camp in a tent or RV it. It's up to you.
Mm.
But a lot of these places are not heavy trade centers, and if I remember the world map, isn't Kodor Mountains more towards where the dwarves are? Or are they in the Mind Spin?
I don't think they are in. I'm trying to look at my map of the Inner Sea that's hanging on the wrong wall from where I record. The dwarves are farther south, if I remember correctly. They used to be in the Kodar Mountains, but when the orcs came up after them, they were run out, I think. I could be wrong.
Okay, more near Citadel of Vraid, then.
I'm going to say.
All right, well,
Break open a map of the Inner Sea real quick. Or I could just open Roll20, couldn't I? Because there's a map there. I'm given to understand. Important information for me to see. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
So this is the information that you get, and it's Runemane's pretty spot on with how he's describing the areas. He knows where he's been. He knows that you can that you can see these different places along the way, but he's not necessarily been to these places along the way. So it's going to be a trek based upon what you guys are understanding. The trip, if you go at normal, your normal speed with your horses usually go about 30 miles an hour. Is that correct? I mean 30
At full gallop.
at full gallop.
A horse's move speed is 40.
A horse's move speed is 40. So you'd actually get there if you had to walk. You'd probably take 15 days if you went by the roads.
So I'd get there in 10.
If you ran the whole way.
Oh, no, I mean, their move speed is 30, mine is 50.
So you could send a runner on in the form of Egor.
Go kill all of the stone giants. We will wait here.
That's just-
We will collect experience when you return.
That's just like my walking speed. I am terrible to go anywhere with.
Oh
And if
no,
memory
Egor's a
serves,
fast walker.
Yeah.
And if
power
memory
walker.
serves,
It's all that neurotic energy.
Shit.
Sexual Tyrannosaurus.
It is not what neurotic means, but okay.
Egor will not
neurotic.
argue.
I thought you said erotic.
There's a Freudian slip.
There's the episode title. I thought you said erotic.
Or sexual tourism.
So we may
Well,
we
we
may put that.
could walk. I'm. It's a long way to go. I guess the next question I might have: the spell Spectral Mount. That doesn't make actual horses, right? There's nothing saying we can't ride these things into the ground because they're not going to die, right? I have no idea.
Technically, you have horses because the wagon has horses.
Right, but again, I'm still not really sold on why we would want to take a wagon.
Look, if your house was on wheels, then you totally want to take it everywhere with you, okay? Like Kellery
Not
and
if we're gonna ride it into 12 billion stone giants' house.
like
They will break their
Kellery
house.
the other one enjoy their moment, okay?
Ouch.
I'm sorry, I'm still getting names down, and the stupid hiccups are making it hard for me to concentrate.
We can bring wagon, but if it's smashed by Boulder, not Egor's fault.
Yeah, exactly.
So what were you saying,
so
Alex?
if we want to expedite things, I assume that we give up on the whole investigating the tower because we're not getting anything out of it.
Well,
and so we're like, okay.
I was getting things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not doing anything. Skoros has had a vision, and he's now trying to convince everyone.
Why are we discussing traveling plans if we're not gonna travel then? Like if we're gonna remain here.
Looks over at Tommy's direction.
Yeah, right. As far as Skoros knows, it is a thing. The wizard, I have no idea. My god says go punch things at Storval stairs, and I will listen.
Okay.
Ow, I punched my chair and it hurt. But
So Skoros is just wanting to go.
I've been given a hook and I am grabbing.
Chaotic is definitely a accurate description of
We
your personality.
know giants come from this direction. I still think it's safe to assume that when giant leader never come back, little giants go home. They tell them giant leader never come back. Dragon is dead because of the might of Skoros and Egor, and he flexes and fist bumps you.
Oh, yeah.
And then they send many more giant, maybe even more dragon, to come and they burn the village of the Sandpoints to the ground. But if we leave to go head off giants and the dragon where they come from, then they cannot do this.
He's like a Russian Christopher Walken.
I was going for Inigo Montoya. Russian Inigo Montoya.
I can tell you that you are correct. They have left a long time ago.
Then we have no time to waste. We should go get them and then stop them from coming back.
Stop them.
I mean, that is
Stop
by
them.
far not the worst idea we've had. Besides, I kind of, to be honest, am starting to question how much more Kellery's going to be able to not be pissed off about being left out of everything.
Well, he can come. There's no one is saying he has to stay. He can sleep in the wagon.
Yeah, that's my.
Just drive.
That's my.
You guys just drive Kellery's wagon off while he's in it. He doesn't even know. The Gore house is just left there.
Hey, it'll vanish in 4 hours.
Leaving behind 2 giant skeletons.
No, we took care of those.
Leaving behind a huge bloodstain.
No, y'all took care of that.
Leaving behind nothing because
Leaving behind a
we're
haunt.
working with 2 sociopaths.
Yep.
That is a good answer, though.
We prefer the term entrepreneur.
I
That's so
prefer
intimidating.
that you stay away from me.
How do I still have hiccups when I work with these maniacs?
All right. So what I'm hearing is that everyone is planning to leave, and once the information that once Runemane has gotten all the information he can from this room, the plan is to leave, head off to Storval Stairs, and find a way to take out the problem of the giants.
To elaborate.
It's elaborate. Go place,
Yes.
kill man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are y'all waiting until morning or not?
I just wanna do a couple of things. Just Boldrago will take a hand, a nice rock that has this evocation. Just take it with him. He will also inform the mayor about excavating the old light. Seems like a good idea, and if he's not telling them to do anything. It's just like it's up to you. But I would suggest that you would excavate this this building because it's may be very useful to you.
Okay.
And then it's like, yeah, I guess we're deciding travel methods.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Skoros would want to, because Egor brings up a good point. If we can overtake the giants, they have a couple days head start on us, but we have magic. That would be good. And I'm both kind of okay at survival, and the tracks will probably be big, and a bird can probably find them from its eye view.
Okay.
What, to send a runner ahead?
Or teleport some of the party forward, namely everyone who's not. Well, no, that didn't work that well last time. Just if we can force march. I don't know.
No.
You will go instead of Skoros. Skoros will stay back. Keep rest of hair. Will be great. Best ever.
No.
But I'm still if we can
Rest of hair.
keep rest of hair. Very important for me, and my ego is inflated. But if the horses that Runemane is summoning aren't real horses, I'm not sure what spell is being used. We should be able to just book it.
Max speed.
Maximum speed. It has to be recast occasionally, but
So it's a real roller coastery thing for us. We're going 0 to 60 over and over. Recast.
Hey, it's recast every 2 hours.
Not fair.
They are horses, but they're summoned from another place, so if they die, they just go back.
Wow.
No
Pragmatism,
humans here.
everybody.
We're
That's a
good.
little rough.
Pragmatism at its finest.
I haven't been doing that, but I'm just saying.
I haven't been doing that, but I'm just
You're the
saying.
one suggesting of using the horses. I'm just saying that it's hypothetically possible.
What
Okay.
if we chop part off of them and then eat them?
Well, as soon as
Never
they
mind,
die,
that
it will
was-
vanish out of your stomach.
I ask that as a joke.
Some of the
let's-
monsters are covered in MSG.
The fact
Egor.
that
Your
you know
hungry
this,
20 minutes
the fact that you know this disturbs Egor.
later.
I've never experimented with it, but it's just how it should work.
Makes sense. So I think the plan is if it's late, stay the night. When we get up, if Kellery wants to take a look real quick at the ruins, I wouldn't say no, but then we just book and head in the direction of the stairs.
That would be good.
Okay. So what we're going to do then is we're going to go to the next morning because it is very likely that no one would want to travel through the night,
Yeah.
especially having had such a hard day the previous night.
I wouldn't mind.
Quiet, you!
All right. So
I also wouldn't
mean,
mind.
to be honest,
I'm still
if
missing
Boldrago-
20 hit points.
If Boldrago presented that he could work through the night, Willton be willing to work with him so that way we could continue, so we could start on traveling.
Because
I have spell. Well, I meant that more so as in we just stay up all over the entire night while you all are passed out in the cart.
Mm-hmm. Well, we can worry about that later.
I mean, I do have keep watch. I could literally just cast it on myself and then just keep going.
Right.
all right. What we'll do then is we're going to make it to where that will be decided
Next time.
when you guys see us next time, hopefully see us next time, we will have decided and set off. Now, just before we leave, let's go ahead and have some rolls from Kellery because I'm pretty sure everybody's going to want to recover some. But just in case, we'll get some rolls from Kellery because if he doesn't see it, he will at least see the notes from Runemane.
Okay, so I'll be doing dice on my end, so tell me what you want.
We want you can do Arcana if you would like. You can, but we will also definitely need History. And you and Runemane working together, piecing things together, will help with the understanding of that.
Okay, History's my stronger one, so we'll start plus 21, according to that, so 29 for history.
Okay.
And a nat 20 for my arcana.
All
So
right.
that would be 37.
Cool. Those are all excellent results, especially with your previous experience of the previous experience with Thessalon. And yes, you can get some healing because Xanthus is, you could probably wake him up and get some healing. Or go to the Nightmen at the cathedral, considering they never really close. Or from your friendly neighborhood Starman. But, all right. Those are excellent results, and with your previous experience, you would know that, yes, this is this old light structure, you both working together on it, know that this is something that was not necessarily believed to be a thing. This old light is something that the Runelords, who were just kind of rumored to be rulers of Thessalon, it's a really mysterious part of history. They were rumored to be real, but this depiction of a Lasnist, who is supposed to be, it is believed to be the goddess, not the goddess, the Rune Lord of Wrath, you think? Perhaps it was Envy. You're not particularly sure, but you're pretty sure it's Wrath. And based upon what you found in this old light, probably quite fascinated with evocation magic and its destructive abilities. The Sahedron rune is spread throughout the wall, and throughout the walls in them, and you guys definitely know that by looking through that and seeing which one is given emphasis, by running through that process of eliminations, you conclude it is Wrath. And that is what she is the Rune Lord of. And you continue to look over it, and Skoros points out that it's a similar symbol to what's on the stone in the cathedral of Sandpoint. The old light is a tower that the specific types, the specific name for the towers isn't really clear, but you know that they were rumored to be a way that the Runelords kept people in check, that they could touch with this network of flaming towers. They could touch and obliterate places far off distance. And with more study, you could probably reason a few things out. But for now, it is time to say goodnight to the viewers, because that is where we will cut off. And you guys have some extra information to start your adventure with. We will let you guys decide just how exactly you start it over this next coming week, so that when we come back next time, everyone will be on the road. Sound good to everyone?
Again?
Yep.
I just can't wait. Get on the road again.
That's right. All right. As always, we want everyone to remember that this content is made possible by travelers and viewers like you. Thank you. And have a great day. God bless. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Bye. Thank goodness, progress.
This content was made possible by travelers and viewers like you. Thank you.